Hey everyone, welcome and thank you so much for being with me here today on this channel, Blossoming Souls. It is a channel created for you, for your energy sharing, for your growth, for your to inspire, to just be here for you. And Spirit guided me, I don't know how many years ago, to do this type of healing work, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. But I just have to say that this is a unusual day for me to give a reading on Fridays or give a message. Usually once a week on Sundays, but I'm happy to do it whenever Spirit guides me. So let's take a moment to kind of just open up your air passages, breathing in and out, filling your lungs and expelling the air, exhaling through your mouth, and just let that energy permeate into your body. Feel that energy as it synchronizes, as it smooths out the wrinkles, as it clears the way, as it just calms you and sort of fills you with reassurance that you are okay. You are good enough. You are precious. And so as we begin this reading, I wanted to, I felt compelled, or I felt led to do an energy check to see what the energy is. Last Sunday I just did a meditation for you guys. I was feeling a bit under the weather. These days a lot of things are going around. I had a few things going on, and but I'm much better, both physically and energetically today. So I would love to share whatever Spirit has for you. And bear with me as I take sips of my coffee. My throat goes dry when I do these readings. And sometimes I feel like I can't get the words out fast enough. The Spirit really wants you to know things. So today I ask Spirit, enlighten us with what is the general energy today, please. Show us the way. Show us the truth. Show us whatever is light, whatever is needed, whatever is here for us, okay? Ooh. I don't want to drop these on the floor. And I only want 1 to 2 cards per question, please. Okay, yes. So earlier I was hearing the temple path. And so this temple path, I feel like Spirit is saying, stand up, you. That's okay if it doesn't. I feel the energy right now is that of the path to value. No matter what, no matter who tries to stand in the way, the door to value is open. It's open. It is allowing you to sort of peek inside of that beautiful feeling of self-worth, of value, not just mentally. It's physical, it's spiritual, it's elevating you to another level of importance, of value, of it's I feel all-encompassing energy, lifting you out of where you are or where you have been, and moving you into this beautiful space and this beautiful place, right? And Spirit says February is key for a lot of you. There has been some anxiousness in regards to some sort of time frame, like you're waiting on something. Maybe you're waiting on an answer to something. You're waiting on money to come in. You're waiting on direction. Whatever it is, Spirit says, as you wait on this direction or new path, keep in mind that the time frame that you have had in mind or have in mind on when this is going to happen, it feels like this is fated. So no matter what you do, and usually, look guys, when I tell you we are responsible for ourselves, right? And I feel that we have a responsibility to work in tandem with the universe, with God, your divine creator, with your guides, whoever it is that resonates with you. But sometimes things are fated, and there's a timeline that is divine that no one can interfere with. And it feels like in this situation, there is a divine, I'm hearing the Great Divide. Let's explore what that means. This energy that's here with us today, with you today, is about some sort of separation from something that was at one point of great importance to you, but is now fading into some sort of abyss that isn't familiar to you. And so Spirit says, whatever this is that isn't familiar to you anymore is going away. Look at what I got here. Look at what we got. Financial constraints. Spirit saying, you've been familiar with financial restrictions, financial upsets, something that hasn't been to your liking. And so Spirit says, listen, this is an opportunity for you to sort of put yourself in a play, or a figuratively, like imagine yourself in a role, okay? Put yourself in a role that is something that you want. Imagining the outcome puts that positive energy out there, as you know, law of attraction. And so when we put ourselves out there and imagine ourselves in that beautiful new luxurious car, this new beautiful home, in this new beautiful environment, or this prestigious career, or having lots of money, more money than you know what to do with. Some of you imagine yourselves in a limited fashion, is what I'm hearing. And Spirit is saying, don't limit yourself. If you've ever heard that expression, the sky's the limit, the universe says, the universe is the limit. The universe is the limit, not the sky. It goes beyond. You weren't created to be in this this life or lifestyle that isn't befitting to you. You weren't created for that. And so Spirit is saying there is definitely an energy in February where I could see some of you going to maybe planning a vacation that you haven't had in years. Maybe planning a ooh, why am I hearing that, guys? That's not cool. So, ooh, all right. Let me think about this. I don't know if I should say this. I'm hearing something that doesn't make sense, and that I don't think I should say. What I'm hearing Spirit say is, I'll put it in a different way than what I heard it. There's been a pact, or an agreement, or some sort of soul agreement, right? Where it's inevitable that there is a splitting away, a divide there. That's why I heard the Great Divide of something. And that great divide sort of puts you on the path that is meant for you. There is an energetic or spiritual, maybe a spiritual death, energetic death. Excuse me, I'm drinking my coffee. It's hot. But there is some sort of final putting away of something. And it's interesting because what I was seeing is, if you've ever seen the westerns, like a western movie or something, where two people are going to duel, they're going to a duel, right? And so they face each other with their whatever it is, their weapons, and then they turn their backs on each other and walk in separate directions, a certain amount, and then they whatever. But what I'm really focusing on, what's highlighted here, is that walking away in different directions. So there is a situation that isn't, it's coming to a crescendo. It's not benefiting you. It's not benefiting that person. And it feels like a mutual parting of ways, okay? Now, hold on. Bear with me. Sorry, I had to do something real fast. This parting of ways for some of you, somebody can no longer hide their feelings or live in the shadows. Somebody can no longer bear the deceitful feelings that are coming up. And by that, I don't mean somebody's cheating on you or something like that. Let me go further into that, because there very well could be some sort of distraction on for one of you. But for the most part, this deceit card is about you not hiding behind that curtain any longer. It's you recognizing your value. It's you recognizing your worth, your self-worth. It's you recognizing a calling or something that you're supposed to be doing, that you may have been hiding for someone else on behalf of, or not on behalf of, but in order to keep the relationship or situation peaceful. You were not doing or being yourself. And it is disingenuous, and that's why that deceit card came out. And so Spirit said there's going to be a confrontation between you and your truth. Not with your truth, but it could be a confrontation between you and someone else, because you start doing the things that you are called to do. I feel like some of you have been held back, right? You have been ignoring your truth, yourself. You've been ignoring what really is right for you. For some of you, it could be you need to take a little more time away from your home to do something. It could be, I was hearing medicinal, so maybe some of you are going to go to school to be a doctor. Some of you may be going on a little sabbatical. Some of you have been ignoring your truth and your heart of who you are. Some of you have been ignoring the truth of a situation or relationship because you don't want to deal with it, because it's hard. But Spirit is saying when you open up to that truth, miracles can happen and will happen, because you're allowing yourself, and you're bringing in your own strength here to open up to that truth, whatever it is. Some of you have an idea of what's happening, but it may not be. Like overthinking about something, thinking too much about something that is kind of a doomsday kind of energy. but you're not really facing what's, you're not facing the truth or what could actually be the, how do I say this? The launching point for that healing that you need. It could be in a relationship. It could be your career. It could be embracing your calling, moving yourself towards that career, spiritual career calling, or whatever it is that you feel is that you've been hiding long enough. Because look, we have the Magician in the mirror, and Spirit says, don't be afraid to look at your truth of who you are. You were created this way. How can you be ashamed of that, right? How can you be ashamed of that? This is who you are. And I'm also hearing that some of you may be attracting, without wanting to, you're wrestling between what it is you want and who you are, with who you're wrestling with. It's like the angel and the devil, right? The angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other. They're both whispering in your ear, and you're kind of confused, or maybe you're like, okay, I know that I should do the good thing because it's who I am, but on the other hand, the devil is tempting me because it's comfortable where I am, even though I don't necessarily like the situation I'm in. I know this situation. And so Spirit is saying, you can control that. Don't you know that? You can control how you feel about how you truly feel, and you can acknowledge the truth, and you can open up that door to the truth, because that truth truly does set you free, and you don't realize it yet. And so, listen, this is not a why didn't you do this or that energy, or don't. It's not a lecture to not, how do I say this, to not beat yourself up. That's a given. Don't beat yourself up over not answering the call sooner. You needed that time to grow, to heal, to learn, to experience. And Spirit is saying those experiences were all stepping stones to this something new. And so I had a feeling this was coming up. The Door to Romance card is here. And the door is opening up to reveal the truth of your heart, okay? Romance meaning could be two different things here. Romantic relationship is on the horizon, and it could also mean, and ultimately means, freeing your heart, opening that cage up and allowing yourself to rise up to who you really are. Like the mighty phoenix leaving that cage and letting the ash just kind of go away in the wind, in the breeze, and burning. They say don't burn your bridges, but listen, in this case, yeah, you have to, because some of those bridges are something within you holding you back, and you don't want to go back there. So Spirit is saying, yeah, in this case, burning your bridges is appropriate. Leaving behind that which isn't good for you. I feel some of you may be suffocating in a way, not literally, but some of you may be feeling trapped, or like you can't breathe, like you can't be yourself. Some of you may be feeling like whatever situation you're in, you feel like you're under someone's thumb. And Spirit is saying, no. You know what I was hearing? This is funny. And maybe, I don't know if it's what I'm hearing is just me, or if maybe Spirit is making jokes, but I was hearing Get out of here. That's not it. That's not your thumb. Get out from under that thumb. That's not yours. Somebody else puts their thumb on you to try to control you. You're under someone's thumb, but you're not really. It's an illusion because the energetic beings, everybody has their own blueprint, right? Their own energetic makeup, who you are, who you were made to be, what your calling is. Everything is yours and yours alone. Everybody has their own map, their own path, their own karma, their own DNA, individual. Like when I saw that thumb, I saw, you know how when they do your thumb, you ever see that in the movies when they arrest somebody, you have to do your thumb in that black ink so they can have your thumbprint on record. The Spirit is saying no two thumbprints are the same. I don't know if identical twins are. I'm not sure. But for the most part, nobody's thumbprints are the same. We are all unique. And so Spirit is saying, don't let yourself feel like you're trapped. Don't fall into that trap of feeling like you're trapped. That's like saying, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And Spirit is saying, you have the key already. You just haven't seen it. You haven't found it. You haven't embraced it. You haven't allowed it to come forward, right? You haven't allowed it to come forward. You ever notice sometimes we all have busy lives. We're sort of on autopilot sometimes and we don't notice certain things. But then when something goes away, you notice it. Like, ooh, something's missing. What is that missing? What was there? And you do subconsciously know what was there, but now it's missing. And so Spirit is saying, how do I say this? I don't know why that came through like that, because I'm having difficulty trying to give you an explanation for that comment, so I'm going to leave it for the moment until it comes back to me. But I do feel that this energy right now is one of, yesterday, I'm going to say Joan of Arc, okay? So Joan of Arc with that courageous sword in battle, knowing that she was probably going to sacrifice her life for God, for the good, for the victory inside of herself. And I'm not saying everybody go buy a sword and go into battle. No way. But what I'm saying is, it's like that energy where, okay, I give, God, this is my calling. And if I have to cut the cords to things that have held me back, then I do. It's what I have to do for me now. I care so much for myself now that I have to make some sacrifice, or I have to, in some cases, it's not a sacrifice. It is just a cutting away of something that doesn't belong in your life. And here, the Christ-like energy is here to tell you, I'm here for the healing, to help you through this. You're in healing right now. This is what you're going through. This is healing. But let me tell you, I feel like February is a month where some big things are happening energetically, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Alignment. Okay? One more before I close this out. Archangel Michael wants to say something too. Look at, the angel of strength comes through. She's here for you. This lion, or lioness, is here to say, this is you. You don't need to fear. You're your own king or queen. You have that strength. Let your voice be heard. Let yourself be heard. Let you hear yourself. Hear the voice of your angels, your guides. Your strength is here. February is the month for that ultimate opening up to truth. Okay? What else? Archangel Michael. You have something that no one can ever take from you, and that is eternal love. Eternal love from your guides, from your God, from your divine creator. You have a strong support system for you, here for you, always. And Archangel Michael is asking you to honor and trust those feelings. Trust your calling. Trust your feelings. Trust that decision to make a move in your career, in your physical home or environment, in regards to whatever it is decision you're facing. Some of you don't have a decision to make because you haven't allowed yourself to entertain the thought of change. Okay? But rest assured, you and your loved ones are safe. Okay. Archangel Michael. Is someone worried about their family? Why do you say that? It goes with your thoughts. Know that you're protected and you will feel even more protected. Okay? Okay. What else before we close this out? Focus on divine and perfect health. So Spirit is saying, don't get me wrong. It's not about being perfect. It's striving for that best life, the best life that you can have, the best you can be. The healthiest love, the healthiest financial life, the healthiest home, the healthiest you. And so Spirit is saying, see, there is a detachment from a situation. It's here, guys, on your doorstep. Embrace it. It's coming. Don't fear it. Flow with it. Some of you may have to grieve a little over parting ways of friendships or someone special to you or something like that, but you have to make sure that you don't fight it. Don't beg anyone to stay if they are leaving, because if they are leaving, it's because they feel they have to and they need to. And you may not see the reason why now, and that's okay. Just know, whatever the situation is, whether it's maybe someone at work is leaving, maybe a boss or somebody close to you, maybe your job is being changed drastically, but whatever that is, it's meant for you, okay? The only time I say push back is when someone bullies you or you're being physically threatened. Don't just accept that. I feel I don't have to say that, but I'm saying it. Then you would do something to remove yourself from harm's way, is what I'm saying. Anything else, guys? It's a crazy time right now, guys, with things in the world and all kinds of things. So it's time to look out for you, okay? You're stronger than you think. You're brighter than you think. Just as I said that, thank you, Archangel Michael. Go forward fearlessly. Let me wrap this up because I do have to get ready for work. And I do want to say that I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Thankful for the time that we have. I just wanted to do this quick energy check-in for you and to let you know that you are loved. You're not forgotten. You are cared for. You're loved. You're protected. And you're admired by the most supreme high energy. Not to mention your loved ones who have passed. Yeah. There's an arrow. And it's pointing forward. Let's go forward, guys. Accept your changes. Move with them. Grow with them. Be in that energy of love. Time for you and I to say so long for right now, but I will be back on Sunday with another message. Have a beautiful Friday. Enjoy, and we will talk again soon. Love and light to all of you always. Namaste.